statistics. My first problem is 1 and 42/100 plus negative 31/100. I need some predictions from you. Is my answer going to be positive or negative? Positive or negative? We need to give everybody equal chances.
The sum is going to be positive.
Okay. So Kyle says the answer is going to be positive. Why?
Because the positive number has a greater absolute value than the negative.
Good. So the answer will be positive because positive number has greater absolute value. What do I know about when I have a positive and a negative? What ends up happening with my positives and negatives when I add them together? What happens with positives and negatives when I add them together?
Well, you see, if you add a negative in with positive, it's just like subtracting a positive from another.
We're not subtracting positive.
I said it's just like.
Nope. But it's not. It's not at all. Go the ball. Good. Numbers are going to cancel out. I know you guys may not see why that is different than the subtracting at the moment, okay? But canceling them out is very different from subtracting because I'm not taking away the positives. The negatives are canceling the positives out. Okay? So I'm going to draw the algebra tiles, but I'm not going to put them out anymore. So how would I draw 1 and 42/100 with my blocks?
So you draw one big square for 1.
Uh-huh.
And for 40, you draw 4 of the rectangles.
Good.
And then for 2, you draw 2 of the small squares.
And what color am I going to color all those, Kayla?
Yellow.
Yellow. Why am I coloring them yellow?
They're positive.
Because they're positive. How can I represent negative 31/100? How would I represent negative 31/100?
Draw 3 of the little lines and then 1 of the squares.
What do you notice? What do you notice? Jeff, go ahead and throw the ball for me. I want to talk to you.
The positive is bigger than the negative.
Positive's always going to be bigger than the negative.
There's more numbers of the positives than the negatives. Like one of them.
There are more positives than negatives. Alright, so, and Kyle already told us that he assumed the answer was going to be positive because it has a greater absolute value. Now, can I do anything with these positives and negatives? Can I do anything with these positives and negatives? Neil. Can I do anything with these positives and negatives?
You can find the 0.
Good, I can find the 0 pairs. So, what can I cancel out? Can I cancel this positive out with anything? Why not? Why can't I cancel this one out? Go ahead, Jack, you can double answer.
Because there is no hole in the negative.
Good. There's not another hole for me to cancel out. But can I cancel out this positive?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I cancel this one out?
Yeah.
Can I cancel this one out?
Yeah.
Can I cancel this one out?
No.
Why not?
Because there's not another. Because there's not another of the same one like the 100.
And what place value is this? The tenths. There's not another tenth. So then how many hundredths can I cancel out?
One.
Now, are there any negatives left?
No.
No. All of our negatives canceled out. Is that what we expect? Yes. All of our negatives should cancel out because we have more positives. How many ones am I left with?
One.
How many tenths am I left with? And how many there's one here. And how many hundredths am I left with? One. And they are all yellow, so do I need to put a sign in front of my 1 and 11 hundredths?
No.
No. Okay. Do you notice anything about 1 and 42 hundredths, 31 hundredths, and 1 and 11 hundredths? Do you notice anything?
They're all like near one.
Okay, they're all near 1. Okay, more specifically to this problem. If I had 42 plus negative 31, so let's say we drop these ones out. If I had 42 plus negative 31 and my answer was 11, what do you notice about 42, 31, and 11? What do you notice about 42, 31, and 11? Willow, what do you notice? Good. If I add 11 and 31, I would get 42. But I don't know about this 11 yet, so what could I say about 42 and 31 to get me to 11? I can subtract them. So when I have different signs, I can subtract the absolute values. Okay? And let's prove that. I can subtract the absolute value. So am I going to subtract 31 hundredths from 1 and 42 hundredths or 1 and 42 hundredths from 31 hundredths? Which number am I going to put on top? Which number am I going to put on top? Garrett, put them in the bag and put them away. Willow? The 1 and 42 hundredths. Why would I put that one on top? The bigger, Simi? The bigger absolute value. So really, while we're talking about positives and negatives, guys, absolute value should be the first thing that comes to your head. So the number with the greatest absolute value absolute value goes on top. So I would put 1 and 42 hundredths minus 31 hundredths. 2 hundredths minus 1 hundredth is how many hundredths? 4 tenths minus 3 tenths is how many tenths? And 1 minus 0 is 1.